Okay, welcome to Mark's Motorsports and Farming Channel live stream. It is February 11th or February 13th, of 2021. And this live stream is basically in place of the monthly channel update that I do, and I be better off going live than to walk around the yard in the cold, like I normally do. It's for my channel update, so there's Snowcross has started up since my January update, and been some ice racing going on. I was able to get on camera and film. See, I still have videos to post yet of both the second round of the Snowcross series and also from the ice race that happened a week ago. And then going beyond today, there's two more rounds of the Snowcross series for sure before it comes about time to do another update, and it'll be March when I do the next update after this, and then by then the weather should be warmer, and then it won't be so bad. To walk around on my yard and give it to you like I normally do. And there'll be another round of ice racing in a couple weeks. I was not able to run my truck in the first one. The videos I've been putting out are is where that was supposed to go, but like I say, there is another one coming up, so there's still a chance that I'll be able to race with that truck yet. And the primary reason I wasn't able to race in the first one is because I suffered a little injury about 4 days before the race, and which that has gotten better. I mean, it's not 100% healed, but it is a lot better. If there was a race and it wasn't so cold, then maybe I would try it. But as long as nothing else happens, the injury should be healed up by the next race, and get everything finished up on that truck that I wasn't able to do on it because of my injury. And then besides that second day of ice racing, like I said, there should be two more races in that Snowcross series. Then there's also supposed to be a national one in there, so we're within another month of Snowcross yet before that comes to an end too. So yeah, it's well, most of my content is going to be motorsports for over the next month. The only farming that I'll be able to provide is the hay action videos like I've been putting up lately. So, hey Nathan, how you doing? So yeah, that's pretty much all I know for the most part as far as update goes. So those of you, so those of you, that are in here and want to ask me questions, feel free. Uh, well, the National Farm Machinery Show, I heard, uh, it was originally postponed until uh, end of March, early April, but now I'm hearing it got canceled altogether. Which I guess I was on the fence in a sense on that to begin with. With coronavirus and some of the restrictions involved with that. So, one thing I meant to mention in my uh, January update video, but forgot about it until after I ended the video. So, yeah, coronavirus took care of a lot of that type of stuff, uh, especially in 2020. And I already saw where the Tractor Bowl got canceled in 2021, just because whether things settle down by that point or not. But it's just I guess it was one of those better safe than sorry type things on there, and I suppose. But, I am so hopeful a little bit that I can get that race truck finished up and ride in the race that's still coming up yet. And, uh, one of the guys that's been driving over there and that runs in the class I'm building it for. There's a chance that he might be able to help me out a little bit, get stuff over to where he can work on it and help with stuff that I might not be able to do. But more specifically, the tires, because I don't know how that's going to work in the cold. So, Yeah, and there's questions out there for some of you guys that are watching. Yeah, those of you that have been watching the hay action videos, you're able to see, that prices can differ from one time to another. So, hey, Lee, I'm glad you made it in. And going the best it can be. I mean, you know how cold it's been in Minnesota here just as much as I do. So there's only so much they can do in cold weather for that matter. And lately I've been trying to stay out of the cold as much as I can. Yeah, I hope they're right on that lead about climb into the teens and 20s and maybe even into the 30s. Because I mean, cold is one thing, but we certainly don't need sub-zeros. Uh, we always like to bank snow in ditches, to make sure it's you know away from you know areas that are traveled. So that's my dad that asked that, by the way, and I know he probably didn't necessarily mean it, but there's pretty much just plain and simple there. Yeah, 30 degrees would look like a treat after what we've dealt with the last week or maybe even a little bit longer now. Are the sleds racing at Cambridge? The last I saw on that, they're supposed to be in the beginning of March. I touched on that a little bit, at the very beginning of this video. The the first part of March, there is supposed to be a national snowcross down there again. So the last I saw, at least. Uh, and, so yeah, I'm hoping to get down there for the first night of it at least and get some footage of it. So to get a lot of big snow on a township right away, yeah, that's yeah, that I know that is why my dad brought that up, is because we got some sort of notice in the mail that there was supposedly an issue when there really wasn't an issue, because we've always known better than the put snow in the right of way, but I guess one of the supervisors that talked to us, former guys, have put it where the wing of the snowplow goes, and or some cases where it's too close to the road and so forth, but not us. Hopefully you don't get a letter like that again without actually having a problem. They used to have demo sleds to try out. I never knew about that, I guess. Yeah, I know the facility at Elk River has hosted stuff like that already too, and where there's sleds available and where you can learn to ride one and so forth. But I guess I haven't seen that advertised this year yet, but past years they have over there. Could ride brand and non-perishable food item. Okay, yeah. I guess that probably wouldn't be the worst idea either. You want to have some sort of a food shelf fundraiser type thing like that. Yeah, from what I've seen, I haven't really seen where they do anything like that now. It's mostly just a national race event lately, or at least since I've heard about it a little more. Yeah, I've been going down there too pretty much ever since I had this channel. So, and as long as we're able to have it again, like I said, I'm intending to go for the first night of it and get some footage of that. Uh, there was a national event in Elk River a couple weeks before I filmed those first videos from there, but due to government orders, they wouldn't let me stay there and watch it, and therefore I couldn't get videos of that. So yeah, it was kind of an unpleasant surprise, I guess you could say. For I spent all that time driving up there just to find out that I couldn't stay there and watch it that time. Since then, changes have been made, and as you guys have noticed, they've had their regular series there, and was that the first two that they've had so far, and with the third round of that coming up this coming Thursday now, so who's concerned about copyright issues, Lee? Excuse me there. Oh, no, that's because of, the only reason I couldn't stay there and watch it and record it is, because of some of the restrictions that Governor Walz had in place at the time, and which I know doesn't really make sense to me either. Why they'd hold a race and not let anybody watch it, but that was their reason. If I were them, I would just cancel that race altogether or postpone it until another time. Yeah, otherwise, if it wouldn't have been for Walz and the restrictions that he had at the time, I could have stayed there and watched it and gotten some video footage. And I know I did mention that in my January update video as well. So, I said that's how long ago it happened. Whereas everything that have posted, has happened since then, and yeah, there be, I think, three more rounds of that grassroots snow cross. Yeah, and then the national event down in Shakopee at Canterbury, like you're asking about. So yeah, we're within a month, I think, of that season wrapping up. So yeah, that was because of Governor Walz's uh, restrictions, for Minnesota. Why I couldn't stay for that race, whereas otherwise, I certainly, if it weren't for that and I could have stayed, then I would have stayed there and gotten some footage. Had to put a few videos audible of it, so. Hey Ryan, thanks for coming in here. I'm doing the best I can. It's pretty cold here in Minnesota, so yeah, that would be better to do a live February update rather than walking around my yard in the cold. The way that I normally do the update videos. So. Yeah, I guess there always is somebody like that. Just has to go on just to dislike a video, it seems. But I guess the key thing is that for the most part I've been getting more likes than dislikes. So yeah, it seems like there's always one or two that has to hit that dislike button. Or it'd be better if whoever was doing that would either hit the like button or just not do anything. But yeah, got 5 watching and 5 likes. Yes, that's the way it should be. That's the ideal thing. Yeah, I've finally got to the point where I'm able to post videos on on a more regular basis. I went from being lucky to post something every week to where now I've been posting every day for the last couple weeks or so. And I could easily do 2 videos a day for a while, and until I get uh, everything from the ice race up, and then I'd have to scale down again. And I'm not sure if I should start doing 2 a day, or if I just stay with the one and keep stretching it out. Yeah, that's summer is usually most years it's a more active time as well here. So either I'm making hay and able to put videos out about that, or else there's a tractor pull, or you know cars racing on dirt, or something around that I can film. So yeah, summertime I'm generally able to post videos on both aspects of the channel. So yeah, Ryan, that's what my folks think too. Is that for me to make all these videos is you know strictly a hobby, which you know, in a way it is, but in a way, being unmonetized, I should be getting money in the mail every so often for it as well. So I mean, it's not huge, but I'd be able to, that would cover entry costs for you know one or 2 races that I go to each month. So for what I've been earning so far, it would should pretty much cover the cost of at least one race a month. Entry costs. To go watch it. That's right. Like every bit of help. And yeah, I haven't gotten anything yet, but it's just a matter of finding, where the right place is to look to, so I can get it set up to where it gets sent to me, and not, you know, whatever other option there might be. I guess I don't remember seeing that when I first, verified my information, so I can stay monetized. Yeah, Ryan, that's, it's good that you're able to do that, because that's, one thing that never really panned out is, I have tried in the past to find work off the farm, no luck, but yeah, if you guys remember the video they did of the, you know, money I lost, because of, how the weather played out, yeah, that was more of a, sideline type thing that I did every time that guy had corn in his ground, or the ground that he farms. That was always kind of a sideline thing where I'd go out and combine that corn, and I'd be able to earn a little money by doing that. It's, uh, the money that I would have gotten that I didn't, shouldn't necessarily break the bank necessarily, but but going back to what you said, Lee, about everybody helping, is, the only reason that was, you know, somewhat of a hard pill to swallow, you could say. That somebody else ended up harvesting that corn rather than me. That's usually how I am too, Lee. I'm just, just be as active as I can be, and I, I've never really been one of those just that likes to sit around the house all day, And that's also where it helps having this channel, for that matter, too, because then that's a big part of why I started going to all the different races and tractor pulls and stuff. that I hadn't been going to before. You know, 'cause it keeps me active, and I'm able to sit there and watch it all happen, and in the process, I'm able to get videos made and post them on the channel for you guys, for all you guys to watch. I don't know if it's quite that extreme, Ryan. Or I mean, there's some cases where, you know, where one of, you know, or somebody, you know, might not like that I'm sitting, but you know, it's, yeah, I'd still try to stay as active as I can be, but one more sled pull than I know. I didn't know there ever was anything like that, I guess, but I suppose because it happened, you know, long before I had the channel too, was probably a big piece of it. Yeah, Ryan, there are a few that might, you know, mess around with something like that too. You know, just, you know, pull a small thing like that apart and keep putting it back together and pulling apart, putting it back together. You know, but I'm not quite like that. I mean, if, you know, when I do something, it's productive. Yeah, that had to be interestingly, you know, have a 1000cc motor like that in a lawn tractor. And yeah, I think our local county fair used to have a pull like that was similar to that. No, I don't know. Did they do garden tractors? Yeah, I think they did. Or I guess I never went to it, but you know, some of the, you know, events, you know, later in the county fair that I went to, I know I heard a few people talking about the, you know, lawnmowers and stuff that pulled there on the first night of the fair. Yeah, I never actually went to that though. Let's see, modified one tractor pulls with the antique. Yeah, I actually did see one like that once, Ryan. But there again, that it was before I had this channel, so I had no reason to really get any sort of video of it then. But yeah, it was within a year of when I saw that. That if I remember right, that then I started this channel up. Yeah, somebody might have put videos out on a YouTube channel about it. So yeah, it's just right now I don't have videos of it. Yeah, otherwise, ran on my channel here. I've got videos of some of the street stock type trucks and farm tractors, all the way up to all the way up to poles with everything having different modifications done to them. Pouring out the black smoke and having the loudest motors you'll probably hear. And in fact, this past summer, I was at one like that in northern Iowa. Where they had a pole like that down there where the modified 4-wheel drive trucks and modified 2-wheel drive trucks, different classes of tractors that had modifications done to them, and in fact, a couple of classes they those tractors even had 3, 4, maybe even 5 engines driving them. So yeah, those are the loud ones I was referencing a little bit ago. But I'm with you on that one, Lee. And yeah, I'd rather have those pulls and races and stuff, closer to here, so they're not left with, you know, having to travel for, however many hours in order to get to something like that. And in all of 2020, there was only one tractor pull that I was able to get to that was, fairly close to where I live. So yeah, I'd rather see coronavirus disappear too. So that they can all be, so that there can be more of them that aren't, to where I don't have to drive drive so terribly far in order to get to them. Yeah, right. The ones with multiple motors. I mean, there's kind of a science to that, where start one and rev it up a ways, and then starts another one, and then you rev up a ways and starts another one, or some of them might have it set up to where they only do that once, and then it kicks the rest of them in. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I know it starts with uh, starting the first one up, and then I'm gonna rev that one up and already get more of them going. So yeah, that's why if you're actually watching one live, you might notice that it takes those type of tractors just a little bit longer to get onto the track compared to some of the pullers in the other classes, and that's why. It's because they have to start one, rev it up, and before they can get any more than just the one to turn over and run. Soviet Jeep drills with radio controlled trucks. Are you actually able to smell smoke on those, Lee? All right, Ryan. Thanks for stopping in here. Yeah, it is. That's certainly a smoky, even with real life type stuff, and that's why even with any sort of car race, they, that's why they make sure that they try to keep you as far away from the cars as they can when they're running, because of exhaust and things that could possibly do as far as health wise. That's all I don't know. Feel. Yeah, I guess that would sting. Yeah, if it's any, if those wild cards are like, you know, any sort of real life thing, then yeah, it might not be the best to take too much of that in health wise. Well, I guess if there's no more questions, it could just as well shut this down. Well, I guess with that, I'll go ahead and start down. Thanks to those that joined and watched and participated, and as always, I'd like to thank you guys for watching all my videos. I certainly appreciate that. Be sure to click on the like button with the ones I post, and I'll catch you guys later.